Me okay? Maybe not. Can you hear me? Okay, speak, just so I can hear you. I can't hear you. Okay. I can't unmute you either. What the heck is going on? Okay, try this again. Let me take me. Okay, can you hear me now? Because I can't hear you still. Somebody or something is not wanting us to do this cast right here. Okay. Let me leave and come back. Hold on. Gracious, I can't believe this. Oh, I just walked through a spider web. How about now? Can you hear me? Can you talk? I'm hearing nothing. Holy crap. Okay. Can you speak now? Let me see if
Hello.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yay! Oh freaking amen. Okay, we got you. All right, Candy. We're gonna start this open. Open. We're gonna start this open too. Okay, so where we are leaving off, and I'm not going to even say, hey, everyone, welcome to Waking God's Child. We can get it right to save our lives. That's actually not it. I'm telling you, this thing happens every time two people or more come together discussing Morgellons. We have tried everything. So, like, some people are saying, oh, it's cracking down on it. It's not even about that. Like, they won't even let you try. So, it's like above and beyond, like, sci-fi measures, I swear. So, okay, we were talking about Rumble today, and Dr. Carrie Madaj that came on, and she is a doctor and also a laboratory um, observer. I'd say technician, but she's a doctor, and she was observing a vial of the roller up the sleever. And what she saw under the microscope was, to say the least, mind blowing. It left her in tears. And I know any of you out there that has Morgellons disease understands this. It left her in tears and completely afraid as well as aware of what is going on. And she even went to the extent of calling it a spiritual warfare, in which case I believe that wholeheartedly. So I'm going to leave it out there and we're going to go from there. And I also want to add, though, real quick, the way I found out about this was from my friend Sam Walker. He actually let me know. He's like, you guys have been like literally the word's out. You guys are good now because this is a doctor that went public with this. But you know what's funny? I went to YouTube. I can't find anything on her. I tried to Google it, and the only things I could pull up on her was BitChute, Rumble. And Rumble, if you guys want to Google it, and I'm also going to do a video on this later, and I'm going to put the whole video on YouTube, and they are going to remove it. I'm just going to tell you right now, they're going to remove it, so just be looking for it. But they literally don't have it anywhere else. Like YouTube's cracking down. They've already removed several of my videos, in which case my recent one that I did on the Illuminati playing card game, they took it down because there's truth in it. I put it right back up. And you guys need to see that too. Candy, did you see that?
I did see that, and then it came back and
Yeah.
somebody said, "Oh, the link's not found." And then I went to your page and I asked you, "Did you take it down?" I went to your page and it was back up again. So I was like, "Okay, I'm sharing it
Yeah, no,
again."
no, they removed it and I put a new one up. I just re-put it back. I was like, okay, so apparently I got to put this clause like for entertainment, pleasure, or purposes only because we can't speak the truth here, algorithm. We gotta tell you it's for. Oh, and by the way, guys, this is for entertainment, pleasures, and purposes only. None of this is intended for you to take seriously. Wink, wink. Okay. So, okay, with that said, this will probably go down once I post the actual video, and I am going to, but stay tuned for that. But right now, let's discuss this. Candy, you did see it. Sam Walker has let me in on his info, and I mean, he's dead on what he thinks and what he knows about it since he is the one that informed me. I'm shocked. What about you?
Well, one of my other wide awake friends, he doesn't have Morgellons, but he tagged me on it. He said, "Candy, have you seen this?" And
Wow.
the one that I saw was only like 3 minutes long. And
Okay.
so then when I saw your link and I clicked on it, it was like 15 minutes. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, but the 3 minute one was enough to like
Yeah.
tell me.
Say
I'm like,
hello,
oh my
world.
gosh, yeah. So
It's
but
unreal.
then when I looked at the when I came home from work, I was like, let me show you something. So
Oh,
anyway,
that's I can't. I like showed my sister today. I mean, they're like, what? But she also said she feels empty and soulless because she came down with COVID, and she says she feels like her spirit or soul is detached from her body. Keep in mind, she did not have the vacation and nation roller up your sleever. She literally got COVID, and she feels completely detached from self, but well aware of everything. It's just food for thought there. I wanted to throw that in. So, what did your husband say?
well, I told you I had a recent doctor's appointment. Well, every 6 months or so, he does blood work on me. And so the last time I went, they didn't do any blood work. So I was kind of curious. I called them back. I was like, was I supposed to get orders for blood work? They were like, no, you're good this time. I was like, okay. So when I went just recently, I got paperwork for blood work, but he gave me two pieces of paper. Well, I didn't look at it at first. And so then I was like, okay, why'd I get two? So I went back and I looked at them again, and one of them said now, and then the other one, is for, a few months down the road. So I looked at the billing code on it, and I looked up the billing code on this blood test for the one that they want me to do now, and it's a COVID test. So I was
Are you
like,
kidding me?
yeah.
Seriously?
And so,
Yeah, they want
well,
to infect everyone. I mean, seriously, I mean, that's what they're
well,
doing.
but my
That's
thing, my
scary.
thought was on it. Well, my thought was on it. Okay, well, they're taking blood out. They're not injecting anything in. So, you know what? I'm going to
Yeah,
be okay with this. I'm going to be okay
taking,
with this because,
I don't know. I have to wonder what's on the needles. Like, I mean, but think about
yeah,
it this way: we're already contaminated all over God's green earth. I don't care what anyone says, and I don't care if they say, "Oh no, there's no such thing as nanotechnology. Oh, it's microscopic size. You can't say it." Bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna say
yeah,
it one more time. Bullshit.
yeah.
Bullshit.
Well,
It
and
is
like I,
not microscopic size. It is nanotechnology and so many other things I can't even tell you. It
just
is
a few, just
fearful.
a few. Well, all my lesions on my arms and legs and everything is completely clear, and I'm just so happy. I'm beside myself. But I'm still getting some stuff out of my face. And so the other day I was looking at my face and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is all this crap? Of course I start scraping stuff off and pulling stuff out. I found a chunk of metal. It's gold colored. And I was like, oh, okay. So now I got another piece of metal, and I took pictures of it and everything, but then I went to go try to flip it over because I had it on tissue. And of course, you know what happens when you like try to get it on record. It's like when I tried to flip it, it jumped and shot through the air and I lost it. But I did get like three photos of one side of it, but I could not get the other side. But
Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
yeah.
You
And
know
then
what's funny?
I don't know if you
Oh,
saw
sorry.
the one I got about a month ago where when my wrists were so broke out so badly from that stress rash, where there was like several gold chips of metal that came out of my arm, and I'm like, oh hell.
Yeah. I've been getting the gold fibers,
Just,
and I'm talking like solid gold fibers. Crazy.
oh my God.
So yeah, no, like
Yeah,
literally fibers,
they're trying
like
to,
it's either white or the blue, but mine are solid gold.
they're trying, yeah, they're trying to restock Fort Knox. That's all. What they
That's funny. That's what the that's what it is. Like let's make the human population poop gold. Sorry, that was bad. But I mean, seriously, it's what it feels
did.
like. And then I hear all these other things and from people that believe in like the alien abduction and aliens and UFOs. And again, my philosophy is it is the Morgellons. It is the whatever they want to call it, because I believe this is part of everything. I believe they are biological organisms lighting up the sky, going on and off, and look at they can because we've seen them shapeshift, we've seen them transform into whatever they want to be, and we've seen them pick their little sorry ass heads up and look at us with like, please don't hurt me, and don't tell me you haven't. If you have Morgellons, you have. Okay, it's simple. It's that simple. You have seen something that's unexplainable if you truly have Morgellons. You don't even have to have the lesions to see the weird things. So,
Well, even like
yeah.
some of the fibers, like even some of the fibers I pulled out of me or got off of me, and when I scoped it, it's like, oh, that looks like a dog or looks like a butterfly or a bird. Or even some of the nodules, they got one that close to the nodules.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, I have a picture of one right before I left.
This was at the very beginning, and took absorbing junior cream, and I just kept rubbing it on that red rash, right? My skin got really dry and flaky, and so I had borrowed a microscope. It was like a tabletop, one of the old ones that you couldn't take pictures or anything of it. So I took all
Right.
that dry skin, I put a piece of newspaper underneath of me, and I just took a paring knife and scraped all that dry skin off. Well, I gathered a bunch of it up and I put it on the slide and I put it up underneath the microscope. And I swear to you, not lying, it was like 1,000 millions of wings. It was wings. And I was like, there was no heads, no legs, just wings. Looked at me
um,
like, oh,
I have a picture. I have a video of it. I gotcha.
that was not to go get a microscope that I could actually take video. I was like, oh, nobody never
Yeah.
believed this. So I was like, oh, because I couldn't take pictures with that one.
Right. I have a video of this wing, a wing that came from my body, and I double dog dare you to say no, it didn't. That couldn't happen because I will come over there and I'll contaminate your ass. It's already contaminated, but no, for real though. In all sincerity, I have a video of this wing, and it started out black, and the more I videoed, and I was kind of like in my hallway where the sun was kind of shining through the door that has glass, and as the sun hit it, this thing started transform iridescent colors of all sorts. And that's where this Carrie Maddox in this video of Rumble with the U.S. roller up your sleever examination, where she said like these things showed these vivid bright colors, and the first creator of that roller up your sleever, and then the second Johnson Jones, and the first part of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to be very careful here because we don't want this. So, long story short, she examined the same thing in that vial, but with that said, both vials, one color was brighter in the first one, the colorization. The other one in the J word was more opaque and kind of like pastel looking. But she also, and you saw this too in that video, said that both of those had this organism with tentacles that was self-aware, that picked its little self up off of that glass under the scope and looked at her like, please don't kill me, like self-aware. So I don't care if you guys believe it or don't believe it. We're here telling you. I mean, we're here saying, okay, look, this is our duty, our God-given duty to say this is happening. It's real. There's not like we couldn't just make this up like, hey, let's like pretend like this is something super weird, like want to talk about spaghetti? Like, I mean, we're not like, that's impossible. We're preaching the same song here. We're singing the same song. So we're
Yeah,
telling you it's real.
and
You don't want to
another thing,
listen, go away.
well, another thing too about those colors that she was talking about. I did a heavy mineral detox spray years ago from I just bought it from the health food store and just spray it up under your tongue. Well, stuff starts coming out my eyes and my nose, and I'm gagging stuff up and I'm spitting. Well, I'm scoping it. Swear to you, I'm not lying. I got pictures to prove it. The stuff that was coming out in my tear ducts,
Phlegm?
my nose, my mouth,
Oh,
I scoped it. Well, just the fluid, my eyes, my nose, my throat, everything. I scoped it, and they were like brightly colored, like neon pink, neon green, neon purple. I was like, what the hell? And one of them looks like an ice cream cone, like a cotton candy ice cream cone. I was like, what the hell is
right.
that? So anyway, I started looking into the colors. Those colors signify each color is a different type of heavy metal. If you've never heard of that
Right.
before, check it out. But
Yeah, that's
yeah,
a phosphor,
so
phosphor, Yeah, you betcha. Iron, all of it's colored. So nanotech,
Yeah.
hello. An activation, white light activates nanotechnology. White light. I wonder why there's so many halogen lights around these days. Like even my street lamps, like got not just changed, but put up in a small town that had little traffic. All of a sudden, there's white street lights with white halogen lights. Do the math. This has been being used on us for a long time.
I tell
What's
you,
that?
my husband was doing like some remodeling in our, it was a dining room, now our pool table. But he's building like a closet all the way across the whole place in the pool room. And so he's in here and he's doing his whole construction thing. And so I get him a recording progress of his little project that he's working on, which is it turned out beautiful. So I'm recording it, just trying to get the record that, what he had done on his job. Well, there's like a light above the closet, and there was this thing that kept darting in and out of my cell phone while I was recording.
I don't know where she went. Candy, come back. Okay, guys, just bear with us. It's been happening a lot. And because we're talking about these things, I'm telling you, it sounds silly. It sounds childish. It sounds foolish. It sounds made up. I'm going to tell you right now, all of us, all hundreds and thousands of us, we're old enough to know better. We're old enough to not do such a thing. And it's not going to be a coincidence for this many hundreds and thousands of people preaching the same thing, singing the same song. It's impossible. I mean, we're talking exact same song. We're saying the same things. We don't know each other. None of us have met. And even if one of you idiots out there go, well, you probably do know each other. Like all 100 and actually, it's more like a million now. I mean, I would say 75% of our population is infected. And you don't have to have open wounds or lesions to show this. You don't have to. It happens. It just happens. It's in your everything that you use in life. The air that you breathe, the food that you eat, the water that you drink. And for these roller up your sleevers to have this in it, to me, it's as no surprise because this has been around. Oh, well, the patent, and there's a patent on this, guys, a U.S. patent on this that flat out says they're doing this. And our government allowed it. And I mean, they actually let them test it out. They say it stopped. Come on, you and I both know better. It's still going on. This has been around, and this was in the, I think, 94, if I'm not mistaken. 1994, this patent came out. They say it stopped in 2018. Oh, right about the time many of us came down with it. It's a lie, though. This has contaminated the entire globe. Everywhere, everything, including the roller up your sleever. So I wasn't surprised to hear that that was in there. I wasn't surprised at all. I mean, I look around this world, the globe, I see it everywhere, on everything, and I've been seeing it for years now on every person I look at. On not every person, but some don't show. But keep in mind, you don't have to have the open wounds or the lesions. You don't have to have that. If you have brain fog or fatigue or anything like that, I mean, I'm just saying. And I'm not trying to scare people because fear is not an option. My Lord God did not give me a spirit of fear, and He sure as heck did not give you all a spirit of fear. I'm just calling it like it is. And when you come to a point, especially when you sincerely have Morgellons, you come to a point where you fear nothing anymore. You fear nothing. You become a warrior. And all of my friends out there, Sharon Johnson and Adrian, and my gosh, I mean, there's just so many of you guys out there. Yeah, Candy, there's two Candies out there, both Candy and Candy Nelson, of course. They are amazing women. They're strong. They're vocal. They don't like let anyone tell them anything different. They know that there is a part of this that is supernatural. I mean, that's the only way I can explain it. It's a spiritual warfare, guys. Look at that video. Look at it. And everyone I sent it to today, suddenly all of a sudden said, well, I get there, but it won't let me open it. Or it says the link isn't available. And it's going to do that. Just keep trying and keep trying. Go to Rumble, Google Rumble, and then put Dr. Carrie. It says so on my name right there. That's what I wanted you guys to Google. So Google that and go and click on the video. And again, if it doesn't let you, keep trying. Keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. Because thanks to my friend Sam Walker, I found out about this. And I mean, she's flat out saying, guys, basically, yeah, these things are happening. They're real. Now, in her mind, it happened just then with that. And I get that because she wasn't aware of any of us suffering because the CDC denied it from day one. The whole world denied it. There's no such thing. It doesn't exist. No such thing as nanotech. Okay, my ass. It's real. It's been real. There's a patent. It's in your face. You do your own research. Google it. Come on now. Like, if you don't believe, and I'm not talking about my friends that definitely know, if you don't believe, do your research. Don't be an idiot and rely on your, like, what your teacher told you, or like, I saw it on the news. What the freaking A is that? Like, oh, you watch the news? Because they're all saying the same thing. I mean, they are. And it's stupid. And if you don't have a brain in your head, okay, that's fine. But if you do, utilize it. God gave it to you for a reason. He didn't say sit in a desk and raise your hand and don't speak unless spoken to. Not on my watch. Nope. Not for me and not for anyone else that is like us. If you don't believe it, though, research it. And don't talk to me until you do. And don't tell me one negative thing until you do. Because it's real, it's happening, it's here. And you better put on your big boy and big girl britches and pull them all the way up to your boobies. Because it's going to get real. It's going to get much more real than it is right now. It's going to get deep. You guys go shopping lately at the grocery store? Notice any empty shelves? A little bit of lack of a lot of things, like anything you want to get. You notice that? Yeah, it's not happening for no reason. And it's not just the roller up your sleeve reason either. This has been written in the plans for a long time. And I don't want to hear anyone else that wants to say, oh, it's not nanotech. Oh my gosh, when I first came down, I didn't know. But there's no, and it's just microscopic. I don't want to hear it because I'm very well aware of what I see. So is Candy Nelson, and so are about 100 other of my new friends that are the only friends I can call friends that have this, and they're new friends, but they're saying the same thing. And I don't want to hear your nonsense. I don't want to hear your nonsense. I want you to just listen, and you don't have to take my word for it. The truth is out there. The facts are there for you to grasp. But if you don't do it and you don't utilize it, don't come telling me that it's not true. Don't say I Snoop Dogged it. Oh, I was researching it like truth finders. Shut up. How stupid and ignorant did that just sound when you said that to me? That you Googled it. You know how stupid that sounds? It's ignorant. You have a brain. You have a body. You are physically able and capable. You might have brain fog. So you can fight that and you can battle it, but you can look. There's a patent on it, for God's sake. There is a United States patent on it. It's there, along with geoengineered weather, also there, and chemtrails, but you can't say that word because now it's an algorithm, not, so don't do that. You gotta say geoengineered weather modification systems or somewhere along those lines, but do not say chemtrails because that means chemical, like it's a bad word. And do not say conspiracy theory because, like, that's a bad word. Or is it? Conspiracy is a conspiracy. A conspiring is what someone else is saying. Okay, that's true. It's a theory. Something I think. Okay, that's true. What's so freaking bad about that? And I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting mad. I'm mad because it's real. It's out there. This doctor just said it's out there. And for those idiots that say it's not out there, I feel for you. I'm going to miss you. I'm sorry for you. I'm sad for you. Lord, take me home soon is all I can say. But I am not afraid. I'm here to fight, and I know many of you are. So I got that out of my system. Candy, come back. She's still not there. All right, guys. Remember, Google the U.S. patents for the weather modification programs. It's there. Google the U.S. patent for meshing living organisms with other living organisms because it's there. And Google Rumble with Dr. Carrie Manja, I can't say it. It's right there in my name because that's not my name. That's her name. Google it. Google U.S. examines, roller up your sleever, starts with a V. You understand what I'm saying? Google it. It's there. It's true. Like, she's just suddenly saying this. Guys, this was a doctor pushing for everyone to get that, okay? Pushing for it. It's not like she just, like, was always on this side of the fence. The doctor's, like, one that was pushing for it. Like, everybody should have this, and here's why. And she's got several videos, because if you Google her online, like any other place, or on YouTube, she's, like, they only have her pushing for it, okay? But she examined this under a microscope, and the thing had tentacles. It lifted its head up, looked at her. It had self-awareness. I don't know how many of us have been saying this for how long? Like, Candy Nelson's like over 20 years. It's been around. It's been around for a while. It's nothing new. But she just noticed it. And if that doesn't wake your ass up, I don't know what to say. Take another sleeping pill, I guess, because you are not going to wake up anytime soon. And it's that simple, but yeah, it's that complicated and that sad. It's so sad, actually. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, I can't read the comments. There's so many, and I'm going to go back through and read them. But I am on my cell phone because, again, the computer didn't work, cell phone doesn't work, and like many of you, I am blind. Almost, it feels like. I can't see very well. My vision sucks. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna put it out there. It sucks. It's not good. But my heart is good. My heart is huge, and it's filled with love and compassion and strength. A lot of strength, just like y'all's. You guys have so much inner strength. It's ridiculous. All of you out there that know what I'm saying, understand what I'm saying, because I'm not the only one saying it, but singing my song and picking up the melodies, thank you. Thank you for that. You guys are amazing. You are filled with everything and anything that the whole world should desire. And just look this stuff up. It's real. And I'm going to close this out with, okay, that was that wing part. This whole video was for entertainment purposes only. Do not take any of this to heart or on a real level. Thank you, algorithm. Goodbye. All right, you guys, closing out. Love you. Sorry, I lost Candy again. It is not for lack of trying. It is not. It's not like I'm just getting on here. Believe it or not, I am pretty savvy when it comes to computer stuff, and I am pretty good at it. And I'm telling you, it's not for lack of trying. Now, even the app that I'm using, it is like self-explanatory, really. It's super easy. Mr. Mission Control 2.0 is the one that turned me onto this. He went online. It's a super easy app. But for some reason, we can't get it together, because when two or more are gathered in Morgellons' name, it's a whole different story. It's like just not going to happen. But when two or more are gathered in God's name, He's there, and that's all that matters. That's the only thing that matters. I'm not going to shut up. I hope you guys don't shut up. I hope you be vocal. Do not be afraid. We got a doctor talking about this, for goodness sake. Use your voices. I know it hurts when people shun us. I know it hurts when they say things or they ignore us or they literally, like me, watch me belly crawl to the toilet to vomit or get a cold washcloth to put on my head, having nobody else. And I know it hurts, or when your dad's like pointing at me like, ha ha ha, you're so stupid. That can't happen as you're laying on the floor. I know it hurts. It hurts freaking bad. I can't tell you how many tears and heartache, pain that I have felt and cried. Too many to count. But that's back there. It's in the past. What's right now is here with me and all of you. That's all that matters. You are my everything. And God is everything. And Lord knows He gave us the strength to fight this with all we got, because we're still here. We're still here. We're still fighting. We're still trying. So, I'm not going anywhere. And you guys aren't either. We're here for the fight. We're here to be warriors. And we're here to get ready to rumble. I'm not going down easy. Love you guys. I'm going to end this now.